Hello, today I've decided to do another page in my electric ink designs journal. I'm going to start with some stenciling, so I've used bundled sage and this stencil that was free with the magazine. I've got out my folder of inked backgrounds, so these are backgrounds that I've made a while ago and just stashed away. I decided to go with this one. I added some more stenciling with the same stencil, but this time with the Rustic Wilderness Distress Oxide. And decided to use the same stencil again with some Twisted Citron. I'm using the finger dauber because it means I can just be a bit more precise about where I put the leaves. I decided to add some washi tape to this page, so I've pulled out my little container of floral and leaf tapes. Also there are some other things like the gingham, which would work quite well with the image that I'm doing, as you'll see later, but I decided to go with the floral ones. I did initially pull out 4 sets of washi tape, but I put one of them back just because it had too many purples in for this project. And then I grabbed my freebie stamp sets that came with magazines, and I have stamped the picnic basket, the jug and the wine bottle with glasses. And I'm going to colour them in with my polychromos pencils. By the way, I've got lots more content like this coming up. If you're enjoying this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and tap the bell icon to get notifications. It generally helps my channel out. Thank you. I've just added some really light colouring in here with my pencils, so no particular fancy shading or anything, and I have coloured in like the stems of the wine glasses, but then I actually decided to cut those off later when I add them to the inky paper, just because it was going to be super fiddly. Next, I just fussy cut all the images out. I've stamped those same images onto the inky background just to give me a placement reference, and I'm going to edge the journal page with some fossilised amber distress oxide, and I'm also going to do that to the inky sheet as well. This is the image I'm using, and it's part of the Picnic Society collection. So I've put the coloured versions on top of my page there, and now I'm going to add the washi tape. I also decided to add some of the fossilised amber distress oxide around the edge of the image. So this image, or this dolly, is called Grace Gingham, which I love. And I've just coloured her as I showed with my Copic markers. I've added a bit of acrylic pen for the clouds. And that's it really, a bit of white pen for highlights, but nothing particularly special. I do like with these images that you get some grey lines, so you've already got a bit of shadow, which does make it easier to colour in. That is my first page done using the Picnic Society collection by Electric Ink Designs. As I mentioned, it is a grey gingham. You get 19 images in this particular collection, and if you would like them, you just need to head over to the Electric Ink Designs Facebook page and send a private message. I believe you can also do that on Instagram, and the payment details will be sent through to you. I'd love you to leave a thumbs up on this and a comment, because I really do enjoy reading them. Until next time, cheerio.